Okay, so welcome to this tutorial on how to create Facebook applications. This is going to be a basic introduction, so what I'm going to do is just take you through how to set up your Facebook application and then how to code something basic just to display the user's name. Okay, so the first step is to create the application through Facebook. If you visit facebook.com/developers, you'll be presented with this page here. Now it contains some information, some updates from the Facebook team, but the thing we need to do is click on this button here called Set Up New App. So I'm going to click on that. Now I'll be presented with a form where I can fill out my application name. Now I'm just going to simply call this PHP Academy, and then I'm going to agree to the terms and conditions, so make sure you read them before you agree. And I'm going to click Create Application. Now obviously we're going to be asked for some capture information just so we're not a bot. And once that's completed, we're going to be presented with a page with a few tabs here where we can update information about our application. Now I'm going to leave everything blank for now, just because I don't really have time to be putting in logos, icons, things like that. But the main tab we want to focus on is the Facebook integration, and the reason we need to focus on this is because we're going to be creating our code on the phpacademy.org server. This is the server I have access to, that I can create files and code in, and we're going to link that to our Facebook application. Now the first thing you need to do is create a canvas page URL, and this is could be the same name as your application. It's just the page URL that you want people to be able to access your application by. So mine's just going to be apps.facebook.com/PHP Academy. The second thing we need is the canvas URL. Now this is the URL where your code is stored in which to make your application work. Now mine is this file index.php, and that is at phpacademy.org/Facebook. So you can see if we go up a level here, we've got Facebook there. So mine's index.php. So the complete address is phpacademy.org/Facebook, and the index.php file is included there, but we don't need to include that. Just make sure you include the ending /. Now the canvas type is FBML, and this is Facebook markup language. This just allows us to, rather than using an iframe, which would put obviously an iframe inside our application area, we want to include the text and put it directly into Facebook. So if you want, you can use the benefits of Facebook markup language as well. Now they're all the changes we need to save, so I'm just going to come and click Save Changes, and you can see here that we've got information about our application. Now the two key pieces of information we need are the application ID and the app secret. So this is the app secret code and the application ID. These are the two pieces of information that we need to put into our code in order to link to our Facebook application, and obviously that that code will be inside this index.php file here. Now I already have this open. The first thing we need to do is require a file called facebook.php, which you can see I have here. Now this is a file that's available through Facebook. There's nothing to code for us here, but you need to get it from developers.facebook.com. So if you go ahead to developers.facebook.com, if you scroll down and click on this open source here, and what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down again, and you can see it gives us some information, blah blah blah. What we need to do is click on, let's find, where is it? Here. So platform, we've got an open source SDK for Android, C#, iPhone, JavaScript, PHP and Python. Now obviously we're coding in PHP, so I'm going to click on that. Now here we've got some source files for the SDK, the software development kit. So we're going to click on source here, and here's the file you need, facebook.php. So if you click on that, you'll be presented with the code itself. All you've got to do is save this file into the area that you're going to be developing in. So I'm developing in the /Facebook, so I've put that file there. That's with my index.php, so we can include that into our PHP document. So we need to get on with the coding now. We can close this, we've dealt with that, and we need to keep this open because we need to take the application ID and the application secret when we start coding. So the first thing we need to do is require in the facebook.php file. So what that's going to do is include that into our page so we can take advantage of the software development kit. Okay, now the first thing we need to do, well after that, is create the application instance. And to do this we need a new variable called Facebook, and that's going to be new Facebook. So we're using object-oriented programming, and this all comes from this facebook.php file. That's going to be an array, so we can bring that down there just to keep it tidy, and the properties inside of this that we need to take into account, like I said before, are app ID. So we're going to do an equals and then a greater than sign, and the app ID is going to go in here. Now we need a comma after that. We need to come down and we're going to say secret, and again equals in this, and the secret code is going to go in there, and then we just need to say cookie true. Ooh. Okay, so we've set the value of app ID inside this array to our application ID, which we'll grab in a minute, and the secret, the same thing with that. Cookie equals true. I don't actually know what this does. I mean, this code here is pretty standard. You can find it on the Facebook developers site. So if anyone can comment and say what this actually does, then that would be appreciated. Okay, so app ID we need to paste in from our page here. So that's quite simple. We just take the application ID and we put it in there. We need to grab the secret code here, copy that, and then paste that there. So what we've done here is we've created the application instance, and this is going to allow us to access different information, session information and username information, or user information rather, from Facebook, presuming the user is logged in. Now the first thing we need to do is the session, so we need to grab the session information. So we create a new variable called session. We're taking this from the Facebook object here, so we're going to say Facebook because that's what we called it, and then we're going to do a hyphen and then a greater than sign and say get session. Ooh. Get session. Okay, so what this has done is it's grabbed the session, which we can use to say has the user opened a session with this application. Now I'm going to stop the video there, and then in the second half of the video we're going to carry on with creating the rest of the code, in which we're just going to display the user's name. So this is only an introduction video. We're just going to display the user's first name. So that will be done in the second half of the video.